Rogues! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery on this Sunday. How is everybody doing today? I'm glad that you are all liking the new overlay setup and all of that such. Ooh, we're close to a hype train. Wow. Hi, Mobius, and just here for coffee. Welcome. Enjoy your lurk. Lord Portico, thank you so much for the resubscription for 11 months. That is still mind-boggling that it has been that long. Mobius, thank you so much for the subscription with Prime. 5 months now. It's awesome having you all here. Welcome, Billy Glitch and Scribbler Gaming. Wow, everybody's here today. Yeah, this is all... I migrated from Streamlabs after the revelations that happened around Streamlabs over the last week. I spent a couple days, and this is all in Stream Elements. So it took a little bit of doing. I think everything is working properly. I don't know, but yes, because reasons. It's been a while since you've been awake for my stream. Oh dear. I'm thankfully awake for my stream. I tuned into GaryCon Live last night for the vampire game that started at 9 p.m. Pacific, which of course is midnight my time. And I fell asleep sometime after they took their break. I finished watching it this morning because it ran midnight to 4 a.m. for me, and there was no way that that was going to happen. But, really big stick of trademark chicanery. Yeet out of here. Plus yeet out of here. Yes. Oh, dear. Oh, and Just Here for Coffee has thrown 100 bits. Thank you, Just Here for Coffee, for the 100 bits. And that means that there is a hype train on its way in. So if anyone is interested in that, it's there. There? It's on one side or the other. I don't know where the chat is at the moment. But also, it looks like I got the on-screen chat working, which yesterday it was not so much working. So that's good. And I think I got my left. Well, that's the on-screen chat. I don't know. Whatever. On my screen, all of the chat is on... Yeah, my left. I don't know. I'm confusing myself now. Much more mild than we predicted. Oh dear. Yes. 1 second. On your left. Oh. Memories of when I used to see movies in the movie theater. Yeah, so yesterday was the debut of the new layout when I was playing Ultima, and today I get to try it with a full screen game and see how that goes. Hopefully everything works. Hopefully there are no huge tech issues. Really, the new element to all of this is Stream Elements. I had OBS Studio installed, and I used it for some other things, but Streamlabs software was just more user-friendly for me as a beginning baby streamer like 11 months ago. Well, it would have been like 9 months ago that I started using Streamlabs, because before that I used Twitch Studio, which was brand new and worked great for getting me started. And then I quickly realized it was not robust enough to handle everything I wanted to do. So, yes. Yeah, the custom docs are good. I tend to not use studio mode. Like, in the past, I have not used studio mode, and I have to use studio mode in order to make Stream Elements work without the camera loading in and then a few seconds later the overlay loading in. because I have to prepare the scene before we transition to it, because Stream Elements delivers the overlay separately. The overlay comes in. The overlay is essentially a web page, and so it takes a second to load in because it has to come to me before I can send it to you, rather than it being all on my computer and loading at the same time. So it's just a difference. I had to queue up like multi-action elements on my Stream Deck. Lots of new things to learn, which is not a bad thing. And I like some of the things with the new layout better than the old layout. Someday I do want to get like a layout that is just mine, but you know, it'll happen. Also, I love that the hype train is sitting at 69%. As Mr. Scott would say, the Energizer is bypassed like a Christmas tree, so don't give me too many jumps. Yeah, Scribbler, I begin to think that it might be possible. I just need inspiration. I need to know what to do. After having watched Liz do some stuff on Canva on her stream, and I made an emote in Canva, I could go back and like hop in on Canva and build my own layout, or my own overlay, that is. Like, I could do something myself, but I could also hire somebody to do it, and it would be much better if they did. So, you know, at some point it'll happen. For now, though, like the ones that I got for free, this is one of the free layouts, or free overlays from Stream Elements, and then I customized it a little bit. Like this one had 2 spots for video. I don't need spots for video, so I stuck me in the big center one for the chatting screen, and made a big that thing, chat window. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm not that. I can get there. I can figure out how to do things. I took some programming stuff in college and grad school, but I am not a programmer. I'm a database administrator and an archivist. I'm not a programmer. And so, like, the credits role that I have for the stream, it has a bunch of JavaScript in it, and I want to add a category that has something in it. Like, I want to add my coffee subscribers. But they aren't triggered by events the way everything else in the credits roll is, and I don't know enough JavaScript to have figured it out yet. Eventually, I just need to sit down, bury my head in JavaScript enough to understand everything that it's doing so that I can figure out what I need to change and add to put in the credits that I want to add to it. And I had the same problem with the credits roll in Streamlabs. Neither of them allow you to add a custom category with static, like, thank yous that you always want to include. And so, like, that's a thing. That's a thing I want to do. And eventually I'll figure it out, but it requires me to sit down and actually focus on relearning enough JavaScript to be able to do it. Think of it as a big Excel spreadsheet. Down that programming path lies madness. Yeah, so I've implemented APIs before. I've done stuff like that because that was one of the things that in library school they felt were going to be necessary to know. But then all those skills have atrophied a little bit because I haven't actually used them for work. So eventually I will sit down, I will dig through and spend some time and figure it out. I just don't know when that's going to be because I just haven't been able to focus on stuff like that lately. So, you know, we'll figure it out. Let's see. I should talk about everything. Also, thank you all. We did, it says we did complete level 1. according to my stuffs, but I don't know if that was actually true or if we only got to 69% of level 1. Regardless, you all summoned a train. I don't know if you got emotes. Hopefully you did, but I don't control that. So, yeah, what do I have coming up? Oh, you didn't even see the train. Oh dear. It was here for a short bit. So today, Mass Effect, gonna play the game, gonna be upset because there's no way that they're gonna let us find Kaidan. I'm just convinced now that the game knows that I want to find Kaidan and is trying not to help me find Kaidan. And then tomorrow, American Mickey's Alice, before we get part 4 of Star Jam. No archive stream this coming week because the library will be closed and I won't be able to get inside. So there will not be a Wednesday stream. And then Saturday we'll be back to Ultima. Sunday next week, back for more Mass Effect. In between all of that, I have stuff going on. So the game is teasing me. Did I misspell his... Ah. That should update. I have not actually looked at how it's spelled. It is with an A. And Snorpenboss, you spelled it the same way that I did, but apparently it is 2 A's, no E's. For the first name. Anyway. I probably misspelled it in the tweet then too, but whatever. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. They're just gonna keep teasing me. My brain quit. Oh yeah. Tonight I'm playing in a superhero RPG game for myself. Like, not streamed. The game that I was going to be streaming is indefinitely postponed, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. It was, I think, supposed to be next... It was supposed to be like the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, and at the moment, don't know when that's going to happen, or if. The argument for the galaxy ship begins now. Oh, with 4 T's and a silent Q. Yes, 4 T's and a silent Q. Anyway, I think I am going to, like, try and bring up the game for y'all. Which, of course, will have delay. So, let me push button. Because the game capture doesn't capture until I actually start the game. But that's when I lose control of my mouse. So, let me make sure I have things how I wish for them to be before I do that. And of course, tonight there is no Gax pack, so we will not be raiding the Gax pack. I'll find somebody to raid when it's time to end. But, okay. I have everything how I wish it to be. Let me start up the game. Millie, that would be good, except I have to eat dinner between stream and when my game starts, and my game starts not too long after stream ends, so timing-wise, I can't just go extra long forever. That said, looking into the future, my actual streamiversary is coming up, but not like my partnerversary, or not partnerversary, affiliateversary. I'm not a partner. But my streamiversary, the anniversary of the very first time I went live, is coming up on the 26th of December, which is a Sunday and would be a Mass Effect day. Unless people are like, nobody can make it that day, in which case I probably shouldn't put it then. We'll see. I don't know. We'll find it out. That's up a stream of midterm grading for me to raid. Oh dear. Oh, you mean you're gonna stream? I will totally raid you if you're gonna stream. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that Lord Portico is going to go live in a couple of hours, and if that is the case, I will definitely be raiding him.
You received a new message at your private terminal.
New message at my private terminal. I'm trying to remember. We just got back from picking up Jack. I would raid into it. I would do. We do have new messages. She didn't lie to us this time. You don't see anything. Oh, come on. This is... Alright. I see that you're missing video. Thank you for mentioning it to me, because I had not noticed. Hi, are you? Game is full screen. You're supposed to capture any full screen application. And you did before. This? There we go. I had to do window capture. Game capture didn't work today. It has worked previously, but today, apparently, no. Things destroyed, people screaming. Alright. From Talitha. That's Kate Malenko shipping. That tag wasn't available. Shepard, I don't know if you remember me. I had a gun and you stopped me from hurting myself. My doctors say I'm doing better. One of them works with the people you work for. He told me he could get a message to me. I don't know what would have happened. Hadn't talked to me that day, but the doctors are helping me. I am getting better. They put me in a special school and they say I'm doing good. The doctors say that other people are getting taken like I was. I hope you can help them like you helped me. Thank you, Talitha. Well, that sounds like a side quest. And then we have Take Care of Garrus from Nala Butler. Commander Shepard. My husband was one of the men serving on Garrus' team. I don't know how much Garrus talked to you about what happened. I don't know the specifics myself, only that my husband died in a trap set by those bastard gangs. I know Garrus blames himself. He took every shot fired at his squad as a failure on his part, and it was clear when he sent me the message about my husband that he thinks it was his fault. My husband would never have wanted that. He was proud of the work he did on Garrus' squad. He was taking back Omega from the gangs. He died fighting with honor. I miss him. If anything, to get him back. But whatever happened there wasn't Garrus' fault. You're his commander now. Please, if you can, help him stop blaming himself, and please don't tell him that I sent you this. Thank you. Nala Butler. Yeah, Talitha was the... I believe she was the one that was on, like, in the landing area. We got outside the ship. She was there, like, near the ship, and was super traumatized, and we talked her down, and, yeah, who had been enslaved by Batarians. I'm amazed that I picked up exactly which person it was as soon as it I read the thing. Ooh, we can cycle the appearance. Can we put clothes on you? Yes, we can put clothes on you! Yes. You have no idea how happy I am. I can put clothes on Jack. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. Alright, so it's time to run around the ship. Talk to people, right?
Jack's tattoos are beautiful. As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
Go on.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet approaches sex casually. I don't think she understands her own motivations. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes advances on you.
Are you a
If you want her
psychotherapist?
respect, think twice.
Okay, I really want to answer no need because any advances she would put towards me are not going to be, like, accepted by me, but I have a feeling that answer is not what I want. Jack and Shep will be the strangest old-style pro wrestling team tag team.
I'll do my best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
I have not chatted with you in a while.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
No, that was too chipper.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the
Did
Enlisted Men
she?
to help fight
Okay.
the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
That it? Like, seriously.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing
Aha,
when people
there it
are
is.
overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
The awkward smile on his face when he said that sentence. Okay. We've done the what do you think of
I better
Cerberus
go.
before.
Okay,
A spy
maybe
therapist.
we'll talk later.
Okay, this is bugging me, so I just need to fix it. 1 second. All this wonderful new stream setup. Few little adjustments I wish to make. Lore. I'm going to have messed this up and wish that I had not done this, at least not while streaming, but it's fine. All of it is 100% absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Just a slight adjustment. But for me, it's better. You probably can't even tell. But for me, my face isn't just like right up in the box now. Now I'm just back a tiny little bit. Anyway, polite version of without their consent. No, not compliant. Comply. Now for the AD bands of the dictionary, because we spent the rest on torture machines. No, it wasn't a spoiler. We had listened to it before, I just forgot. So that's fine. Like, that was not new information. What? Okay, but 2 points is not enough to do anything. Try that? Oh. Ooh, we have a new planets and locations entry. Purgatory. Originally an Ark ship designed to carry agricultural animals, the Purgatory was taken by the Blue Suns Mercenary Company during a large-scale battle in the Skyllian Verge. In a years-long reconstruction of its interior, the Blue Suns repurposed it to hold sapient prisoners, supposedly because they captured so many in their conflicts throughout the galaxy. When media outlets started investigating claims that the ship was used for slaving operations, the Blue Suns turned a public relations nightmare into a regular income source. Claiming to be in full accordance with Citadel law, the crew of Purgatory now regularly lands on planets or space stations claiming that they can no longer hold their prisoners because of cost overruns. To avoid keeping prisoners under inhumane conditions, they will have to release them at the nearest port, dumping the scum of the galaxy directly to the local population. Faced with such a scenario, the government usually grants Purgatory's crew massive discounts in fuel, food, and repairs as long as they go away. Some even offload their own prisoners to Purgatory for a fee, grateful to have a problem relocated somewhere other than their backyard. Such unfortunates go in the dark depths of the ship, never to be seen again by their families or contacts. Purgatory is minimally armed with Guardian defenses. Though a cruiserweight ship, it relies on the Blue Suns fighters to prevent any attacks bent on a jailbreak or similar events. Alright. Let's get our talking on. Oh, that's where we just were. But we haven't talked to you yet. Gordon Silk.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Stop.
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
What?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
Varen are space rats? Somebody on... Let's just go with implications unpleasant.
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
Alright. Weapon upgrades? Shotgun damage or submachine gun damage? I don't tend to use either of those weapons, but I assume these also apply to my squad? Not go dialogue to do it. Oh, that's the ones I've already done. Rat, dog, lizards? Yeah, we can go with that. Field pierce. I'm just gonna keep doing weapon upgrades until there's nothing more I can do. Okay, armor upgrade. Sure, I'll take extra damage protection. Why not? Metagel capacity. Trauma module. Unity heals your squad to full health. Standard first aid interface can stabilize a badly wounded soldier, preventing death from all but the most serious wounds. The base technology, however, is ineffective on conscious soldiers who are currently taking fire, as each pain signal resets the process. A trauma module separates the metagel administration into two layers, active and passive. The active layer constantly distributes small amounts of metagel to fresh wound sites. Passive layer handles major developments to incapacitating wounds. When large amounts of metagel are deployed to incapacitated squad members, fighting members are also healed. Yes. It's advanced mineral scanner. Greatly speed up? Yes, please. I speed up that mineral scanning. Morden Omni Tool. Squad member upgrade. Morden gets plus 20% tech power damage. Morden built his own Omni Tool and can make significant upgrades given the proper materials. I think we've done all the research we can. Oh, geez, Scribbler, go to bed! Also, thank you for being here, but yes, go get some sleep. Alright, let's get in position so that we can lean when we're talking. Because we like to lean when we talk.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Okay. Doesn't want to talk to us. It's fine. We'll survive. Have anything new to say?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Morden's modifications hold up, we've got a shot. If they don't, we're dead. Seems like that was always a strong possibility, though. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Well, we don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Like I said, it was where I met Miranda and
Oh, he
got
learned to
scouted by
lean too.
Cerberus. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel from a Batarian bioweapon. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
He needs to improve his leaning skills. He's stands back up again.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Right. Okay. Scribbler nap scream. Too much like a regular one does, just with a blanket. Joker.
Okay, Shepard, glad you're back, but keep an eye on that last one. We can only hold so much crazy.
not use the C word, please.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Shh.
Joker?
I can tell when it's listening.
I am always listening, Mr. Moreau.
I know.
That's how I can tell.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my
You can
point.
stop repeating that one. Makes me cringe.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old
None of
days
these are
now,
new.
but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
Bunnies. Bunnies, it might be bunnies.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
That is 100% every single time he says that line. Go to Anya, singing about bunnies. Have a good nap, Scribbler. Scribbler Gaming is practicing their roguish skills by lurking in the shadows. They may be preparing a sneak attack. Captain's cabin. I don't think there's any reason for them in here at the moment. I could change clothes, but why would I? Also, I love that he doesn't have very much lighting on in here. Like, it's appropriate. I just wish they'd let me lay down. Let me interact with the bed. With the clock. It says that it is about 6:50, which is not the time here. But 5 hours ahead would be, so somewhere in, what is that, England? In the UK, yeah. Alright, we're on the crude deck. Hello, Miranda.
Commander,
Why am I talking?
what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
Well, fine.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
You don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. I'll come and talk to my friend over here in the medical lab.
Commander, I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you, but I hope I wasn't too unprofessional. Brandy goes straight to my head.
It's nice to see you let your hair down.
Guess I hadn't realized how much those feelings needed airing, but I didn't give you much of a chance to vent. So tell me now, what do you think?
I just want to find Kaden! That's what I think, I just want to find Kaden! All of the rest of this is secondary.
Everyone's depending on us. We won't let them down.
They just don't make them like you anymore, Shepard. Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
Oh, I love that! We're gonna share a bottle with her every year. You better live.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll be upset if we don't get to at least share a bottle once more.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Yeah, the humanity thing is just a bonus. Oh, you're saying that the search for Kaden is not until Mass Effect 3? Not sure I can accept that.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Nobody wants to talk to me.
Talk to
Why
you
does
later,
nobody
Garrus.
want to talk to me?
I'll be here if you need me.
We're still on the wrath of calibrations. Jeez. I don't think there's anything in here to look at. I didn't... we finished the mission and then, as soon as we finished the mission, I ended the stream. I don't think we talked to them. I mean, it's fine. There's only one more floor to look at. Maybe they are saying Shep needs a shower. but he doesn't know that I came back. Or that we're in love.
I was down and out when I found that gun. Jessie was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took her everywhere. She
I don't
didn't have
know that
much
I've
punch,
looked at
but
their sinks. I'll have to go and check them
reliable
out.
as all hell. She'd already been through a
Would
lot
you
by the
shut
time
up?
I got her. Still, I never had to recite her once. Damn good rifle.
Every time down here pretending that I'm spacing you when I use that.
Back for another lesson. Jack, Subject Zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind in
Really want to space this guy.
Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men.
Old Jane Cobb, yes, indeed.
Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you. In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
I mean, I'm sure he's a well-written character, but my god. Have some respect for other people.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty. What can we do for you, Commander?
Talking to each other, please. You're amazing.
Carry
I
on.
want more of
Will
you
do,
two.
Commander.
Like, I always wanted more Fitzsimmons on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I assume Jack is down here? Ah.
Hey,
You're much better with clothes on.
What do you think of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob doesn't know who he is, but that's not my problem. Miranda's a Cerberus bitch. Knew that before she opened her mouth.
You got that right.
What do you think of our mission?
I don't care. I'm out to survive it, then cut loose.
Uh-huh.
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own.
Yes, please! I didn't even read the description. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Tell me about you, Jack.
It was an
I'm
upgrade
still
for her
finding out
biotics.
about me. Thanks for letting me look at these files.
If they're helping you, that's good enough for me.
Don't be my buddy. You need me to kill for you, I need you for these files. Let's leave it there. Your friends at Cerberus are into some nasty things. I'm gonna find something I can use. I just know it.
No, Snorpenboss, no!
What if the answers aren't what you expect?
I'm not looking for answers. I'm looking for names, dates, places.
What happens when you find what you're looking for?
I go hunting. Anyone who's screwed with me pays. Their associates pay. Their friends pay. The galaxy's gonna be a lot emptier when I'm done.
What was that?
What happens when you find what you're looking for?
I go hunting. Anyone who's screwed with me pays. Their associates pay. Their friends pay. The galaxy's gonna be a lot emptier when I'm done.
Oh.
What's your history with Cerberus?
They raised me in a research facility. I escaped when I was a kid. Been on the run ever since. And they've been chasing me ever since. But soon, I'm gonna chase them.
You don't have to live in this pit, you know.
It's dark, quiet, and hard to find. That spells safety to me. You know, this ship is a powerhouse. You could go pirate. Live like a king. I could help.
We have to stop the collectors. I don't have time for piracy.
When this is done, we'll either be dead or out here in space with this ship. Think about it. Lots of creds. Freedom to go wherever you want. And all the mayhem and fighting I could want.
What is it about killing that fascinates you so much?
I figure every time someone dies and it's not me, my chances of survival go up. Simple.
Resting philosophy?
I should go.
Yep.
How did I get +6 Paragon? Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so let's, you can talk to everybody. I guess I have to pick a mission. After. I could just run around the ship the entire stream. Alright. Oh, we got a codex entry. Ship's vehicle.
Asari-made Solaris armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition, are crushed by mass effect fields into super dense layers able to withstand extreme temperatures.
Okay.
That process also compensates for diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction has become cheaper in recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive to coat starships or aircraft larger than fighters in Solaris material. Second, the armor must be attached to the ship's superstructure, so shock waves from massive firepower can still destroy the metals beneath the armor itself. A popular misconception holds that the diamond composition of Solaris armor gives it its sparkle. In fact, atmospheric nitrogen impurities during the superhot forging process give the armor its metallic gray or yellow sheen.
Must have been the first one again. Argus Planet Scan Technology. The Argus provides a qualitative leap in planetary surface imaging, a proprietary technology of the Eindroid Group, an R&D laboratory reportedly owned by Cerberus. This upgrade for Normandy's sensory array delivers superior long-range topographical scanning resolution and rendering speed. By deploying an orbital multi-static grid of 100 radar-emitting microsatellites, the Argus quickly delivers a global digital elevation model at 15 meters per pixel resolution, vastly outclassing the Normandy's previous scanner peak performance of 27 meters per pixel. Such imaging quality provides superior defensive intelligence, and at a speed warranted by the dangers of combat. At slower scanning and rendering speed, the Argus can resolve down to an astonishing 0.001 meters per pixel, 1 millimeter per pixel. Ideal for geological and biological prospecting, archaeological research, and long-term security surveillance. By employing such a massive multi-static grid of nearly untraceable micro-emitters, the resilient Argus is virtually invulnerable to electronic countermeasures. The spherical geometry of the Argus grid also allows superior cross-sectioning of targets. Right. I must pick a mission. My options, I have some side questies. I also have the other two dossier to pick up additional team members. Which is where we started. We've been going after picking up team members, so I probably should continue with that. Right? The Master Thief and the Warlord. And then do some of these? Well, all of these? Yes, that's what I should do. Dr. O'Keir, millennia of combat and strategic experience, rumored familiarity with collector technology. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions, Dr. O'Keir has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the genophage and is believed to have contacted the collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. He is currently in a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the mercenary group is unknown. Or the Master Thief, Asumikoto. Master of stealth and infiltration, skilled hacker and information specialist, operates completely off the grid. No criminal record. Goto is not the most famous thief in the galaxy. She's the best. Trained in the arts of stealth and infiltration, she has acquired artifacts and information from all over the galaxy, yet maintains a completely clean criminal record. She is awaiting rendezvous with Shepard on the Citadel in the Zakara ward. Well, that one is not the one we're doing now, because we're not going to the Citadel yet. But we could go here and pick up this Krogan, or we could do some of these assignments. I should do the assignment. A lost Cerberus operative is believed to be held in an eclipse space on the planet Lorac, the star system Omega Nebula. The operative may have sensitive data that is lost to Eclipse, that if lost to Eclipse could cause irreparable damage to the server. No. Let's do it. Let's do it. Side questing. Wait, where is it? Our Omega Nebula. That's where it was, right? Eagle Nebula. That's Recruit the Warlord. I think this is where I want to go. I hope this is where I want to go. If it's not, there are things to do here. Okay, we have arrived. Tara. Oh, the Fatar. That's where we need to go. Oh my gosh, there's more locations here. Oh, I have to fly like this. Okay. This is all new. This is what uses fuel. Horar. Horar is a small, lifeless rock blessed with significant deposits of thorium used in radiation shielding and the manufacture of space frame alloys. A small population of miners eke out an existence on the surface, selling their ore at Lorac and praying that the intermittent raids by the Terminus pirate clans will pass their homestead by. There have been no children born on Horar since the infamous pirate raid of 2047, when every child on the planet was rounded up and taken as a slave. Any couple finding itself pregnant preemptively moves off-world. Population 2,400. Orbital distance 0.32 AU. Orbital period 0.3 Earth years. Radius 1,919 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature minus 40 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.19 G. Didn't we get an improved scanner? Isn't that supposed to make this all easier?
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Hi, I am Puddleglum.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
So I get that I need these resources in order to do stuff within the game. What I don't really understand is, what was the point of building this into the game in the first place? Like...
Probe launched.
Was it just merely like trying to make something generally atmospheric interactable?
Probe launched.
Like, from a game design standpoint, I'm just not certain I understand the point of
Probe launched.
this. It doesn't really take skill. It doesn't advance the story.
Probe launched.
It provides some resources, but literally mining. I'm just not sure I understand it.
Anomaly detected.
Lorac. Is that the one that I'm... Is it? No. Possibly. Yeah. Lorac is an extremely rare example of a habitable world circling a red dwarf star. Originally an independent Asari colony named Asan, it was annexed by the Batarian hegemony in 1913, causing a... Yeah, that's what it says. It was annexed by the Batarian hegemony in 1913, causing a minor galactic incident. Despite several attempts, the local Terminus warlords have never been able to take Lorac for themselves. Lorac is a low-density world composed of rock, light metals, and a water-based crust. It is tidally locked to Fathar, with a sunward hot pole and a shadowed cold pole. Water on the sunward side evaporates quickly, traveling over the islands of the habitable Terminator Zone in the form of massive, fast-moving thunderstorms, and finally settling as slow on the frozen dark side. There are fears that the buildup of ice cap mass on the far side may cause axial reorientation over the course of several million years, but Batarian officials dismissed the idea as an irresponsible theory disseminated by counter-hegemonist subversive. Colony founded 1764. Population 4,700,000. Capital Jalnor. Orbital distance 0.2 AU. Orbital period 59.6 Earth days. Radius 6,754 kilometers. Orbital period 59.6 Earth days. Why they... that I don't know. Atmospheric pressure 0.4 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature 40 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.6 G. Okay, an anomaly...
General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress.
Probe away.
Beacon auto process interrupted.
Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Signal scans detect a transmitter matching Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative life signs unconfirmed. Other transmissions that match known Eclipse coded communication also detected. And you got some points to spend. I don't think you have anything you can spend them on. Pretty. A bit rocky, but pretty. Cover stolen data and upload it to Cerberus.
Everyone ready?
Just burn through anything.
Apparently I'm using cryo bullets. And I'm using my submachine gun.
Target down!
Machine pistol, that's what it is. Oh, this is my pistol.
Lips forever.
difficult.
Oh. I mean, we were weapons out as soon as we got in here, so not really surprising we ended up with a firefight. We're here. Do this one. Wall safe. Good thing that I know how to hack wall safe, right? Console. Holding cell access? Subject ID. Interrogator Corporal Jiro. Subject Cerberus Agent Tyrone Rawlings. Eclipse targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus's involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without his cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Agent Rawlings proved difficult to capture, having insinuated himself on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse. He had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew, who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship and hobble its defenses long enough to extract Agent Rawlings. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. This data had better be worth the expense. The interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Agent Rawlings managed to evade our questions. When we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rawlings' resistance caused tempers to flare. We considered unfortunate that Agent Rawlings did not live to pass on the cipher. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. Yeah, Cerberus.
I've got him! Yeah! Go! Got him. Get over there. Enemy control! Target down!
Deploying warp field!
Come on!
Watch the fire! Bring it down!
I definitely liked the regular pistol better. I could do headshots a lot easier. How to de-brainwash a Cerberus member. Cancel their Fox News membership. I mean, yeah, that kind of seems like the profile of a Cerberus person. Ooh, refined platinum? Refined platinum. I will take that, thank you so much. Is there anything over here? miss my crew. Bypass door. Interrogation chamber. Dead body.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Oh God. Refined platinum, useful in computer technology. This is shit. Ah! I want to do this one. I want to upload to the Alliance. Oh my gosh. Why are they making me make this decision?
Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
Cerberus operative Tyrone Rawlings was found dead. Encrypted data transmitted to Alliance for decryption. I'm guessing Miranda's not gonna be happy about that. My fingers slipped. One side quest done. One side quest done. Special ingredients. Citadel. Cerberus station on the planet Aite, Typhon system, Phoenix Massing, has gone off the grid. The elusive man has requested assistance investigating the situation. Oh yeah, save. I will do that in a second. I butt dialed the Alliance with an attachment. Don't worry about it. Firewalker has reported that a survey ship has gone missing near the planet Zayona. Normandy crash. Oh, Overlord is a DLC thing? I don't know where I should go first. Well, planet Zayona. I have no idea where the planet Zayona is. If I open this. Ismar Frontier. Omega Nebula. This is the one I should do next. Normandy crash site. Alchera in Amada. Alright. But first... Start scanner. Nope. Wait, this is not the planet that I was just at. Why did they put me back here? I was at Lorac, not Karar. How did I get to Karar?
Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Gotta do the minigame.
Probe launched.
I mean, sure. Content warnings are definitely welcome.
Launching probe.
Okay. Ableism and heaviness in general.
Probe launched.
Good to know.
Probe away.
Ah!
Probe launched.
Oh.
Probe away.
Probes do I have left? 7?
Probe away.
Probably do the third planet in it.
Probe launched.
Dorgal. The surface of Dorgal is an ethane-soaked mush. The planet hovers near the boiling point of the hydrocarbon and supports a diverse, if simple, and slow-moving carbon-based ecology. The planet's gravity is strong enough to retain an atmosphere of molecular nitrogen and carbon monoxide, but the methane that dominated billions of years ago has long since been lost. Orbital distance 0.54 AU. Orbital period 0.7 Earth years. Radius 3,521 kilometers. Day length 51.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.43 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature minus 88 Celsius. And surface gravity 0.44 G. We'll do the scanning. And then I think I have to go back to the central system in order to, like, restock on, like, probes.
Probe away.
I'm assuming the next system we go to also will not have a place to get them?
Probe away. Probe launched.
We didn't have an issue with it, but the content warning is a good idea because of what? Gotcha.
Probe away.
Aren't like significant spikes.
Probe launched.
That's all my probes. Alright. We have done this system. So, do I have to go back to... Bill? Why should I? I feel like I have to, though. Lots of platinum. Fuel depot, please. Buy fuel. Buy probes. And, oh, there was the mention of saving. Explore Normandy crash site. Maybe there I'll get some clues as to what happened to Caden. Start here. Anyea? Angea? Anyea is a typical ammonia-methane ice giant. Traces of chlorine in the atmosphere give it a distinct scent. Penetrating scans have revealed large numbers of hollow, unpowered objects with dimensions of 3.14 by 12.56 by 28.26 meters circulating in equatorial cloud bands. These objects appear to have sails, or wings, attached, allowing them to be borne aloft by Anyea's wind. While they are too deep to be researched for study, popular conjecture in xenoarchaeological circles holds that they are coffins of an ancient race who laid their dead to rest in the gas giant. Orbital distance 15.3 AU. Orbital period 60 Earth years. Radius 23,120 kilometers. Day length 17.4 Earth hours. Hi, Adventures of Tony! How are you today? It is a very pretty planet. I'm going to scan it. If I find Ezo, I will definitely mine it. Worth mining the other things from a graveyard? No, I know how to launch a probe. A suitable place. These scans are not good spikes of palladium there.
Probe launched.
Video.
Probe
biscuits. I'm gonna make biscuits.
Probe launched.
Mostly just eggs and toast for me lately, and I'm not even the one making them, so.
Probe launched.
Although I have been having frozen breakfast
Probe launched.
that you microwave from the the grocer's freezer stuff. And they have a biscuit roll-up that is actually not bad. Much faster than their breakfast sandwiches to microwave, and wasn't bad. I've been eating those for like 2 weeks for breakfast. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Jiffy box. That is, what my mom used for cornbread. The Jiffy cornbread mix. Cornmeal mix. Angana. Convenient food is a blessing, indeed. Oh, I'm sorry, Portico. I would not enjoy grading midterms either. Angana is a hot, beautiful world and deadly. Angana is a hot, beautiful, and deadly world covered with the debris of ancient starships. Approximately 127,000 years ago, a series of battles were fought over it by two organic species, the Thohan and the Inusanan. Although no records of the conflict remain, most historians agree that both races wanted to colonize Angana, and neither were willing to share. The two lost hundreds of ships in a series of battles over Angana and its moon, Bariana. Many of these were eventually pulled in by the planet's gravity well. The Mass Effect drive cores of these ships broke apart, dumping refined element zero over large stretches of landscape. This poisoned the environment, and a wave of extinctions followed. Many of the animal species that remained showed a tendency to develop biotic powers. As the ecology of Angana is energetic and aggressive, this makes colonization a deadly peril. Orbital distance 5.3 AU. Orbital period 12.2 Earth years. Radius 5,733 kilometers. Day length 20.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 36 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.86 G. Biotic squirrels. Indeed. It's very green, this
Probe away.
Give me that good ezo. Ooh. More platinum.
Probe away.
It's Squirrel Girl's secret. She's biotic.
Probe launched.
Iridium. Platinum.
Probe away.
Ooh. So much platinum.
Launching
All these
probe.
planets are like teeming with platinum. Yes. Ezo.
Probe launched.
More platinum.
Probe away. Probe away.
Seriously, there's a ton of platinum. That's what I want.
Launching probe.
Want the Ezo. We're only down to moderate.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
I mean, given the story that they gave this planet, it better have some Ezo.
Probe away. Launching probe.
And also just that bit of palladium that we're finding. Alright, I think we better... It's depleted. Yes, we have pretty much tapped that planet out. Okay, that was Angana. Next, we have this planet. Takan. Orbiting closest to the F-class star Armada, Takan is a blistering, sun-blasted hell. Neither its carbon dioxide atmosphere nor its weak magnetic field provides any protection from the star's harsh radiation. Fortunately, Takan has few significant resources and is only notable for an unusual purple desert in the southern hemisphere, thought to be the result of eroded spessartite. I don't know what spessartite is. Okay. Orbital distance 1.2 AU. Orbital period 1 Earth year. Radius 4,312 kilometers. Day length 45.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.49 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 286 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.5 G. What you got for me? On your little planet here. Anything? Anything worth having? Spike of iridium.
Launching probe.
Not. I need that much platinum. Really?
Probe away.
So much platinum. So much. That Ezo. Give me something else than platinum. We're down to poor. It said there wasn't much resources on it. Fly through the sun. Aurora. Aurora is essentially a great rock in space. Tidally locked to Amada, its only notable feature is a chain of craters stitching across the northern hemisphere. Thought to be the result of impacts by a swarm of meteors, Aurora's low density suggests it contains no mineral wealth beyond common light metals. It maintains a tenuous atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Orbital distance 2.4 AU. Orbital period 2.9 Earth years. Radius 2,446 kilometers. Day length 63.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.14 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 99 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.28 G. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I got tongue-tied on that one. Moderate resources. On this little ball. Ooh. Yes.
Launching probe.
Palladium. Palladium. Resources are down to 4 already. Worth it? Yeah, we'll take the iridium and then we'll...
Probe launched.
There's one more planet. Planet where our ship crashed. Altair.
Anomaly detected.
Altair's crust is composed of carbon and water ice. While low density, its large size allows it to retain a thick atmosphere of methane and ammonia. It is believed that if Altaira had acquired a bit more mass when the Amata star system formed, it would have formed the core of a second outer system gas giant. Altaira has 3 moons, Uluru, Wangina, and Bayame. Orbital distance 9.5 AU. Orbital period 29.4 Earth years. Radius 9,229 kilometers. Day length 59.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.83 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature minus 22 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.85 G. Whew. Trying not to tongue-tie myself, but boy. Yes, anomaly detected, but look at that iridium spike!
Launching probe.
I know how to find the other one. Thank you. I want the iridium.
Launching probe.
Palladium spike.
Probe away.
So much palladium.
Launching probe.
I have 2 probes left. One of them has to be for the anomaly.
Probe launched.
Alright. Go find where our ship ended up.
Probe away. I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Scans confirm the wreckage of SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zone located amid the crash site. Normandy SR-1. Yeah, this is where I died. Are we gonna find my body? They build me a whole new body, or they recover my... Explore crash site. Locate a suitable place for the Normandy monument and recover any something. Locate a suitable place for the Normandy monument and recover any sign of the 20 lost crew members. They used what was left of my old body. Okay. We're so gonna get... Rosamund Raven. Dogtown. Caroline Granado. Somber. Miranda Rahman. The Mako? Didn't know. Oh, there it is. Those are usually cover for firefighting. Oh. Apparently, we found a suitable place for the monument. Oh, look at the monument, though. Like, big swoosh with the ship at the end of it. Yeah, the Mako should be totally fine. I should just be able to get in and drive around. I wanted to jump. Harvey Gladstone. Harvey J. Gladstone. Have another biscuit, Tony. Addison Chase. Unless you're not, unless you don't actually want another biscuit, don't let me tell you what to do. Journal. Navigator Presley. Entry 1. Unrecoverable data. Data recovered. Spoke to the commander about this. Corrupt. All these damned aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them. Recoverable data. That damned Asari. An Aquarian! What does Shepard think this is? A zoo? Unrecoverable data. Data recovered. With the Quarian. Seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage, trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I wouldn't unrecoverable data babysit my children or anything, but if she has to be on board, I suppose it's not too bad. Unrecoverable data. Data recovered. For a while now, and I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal. Unrecoverable data. How blind I was at the time. I came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Corrupt. Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I am proud to say Corrupt. Die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. You want all the biscuits. I want some biscuits too, but I do not have any. I also want mac. I shouldn't want mac and cheese. Why do I want mac and cheese? I don't know, but I want mac and cheese. I think it's because the last time I wanted mac and cheese, we ended up with baked mac and cheese, which is not the same thing as mac and cheese. And when I want mac and cheese, what I really want is Velveeta shells and cheese. Ooh, lobster mac and cheese. Yes, that would be amazing. That doesn't have to be shells and cheese. That can just be... Anyway. Oh, it's my lost helmet! Jamin Bekkari. supposed to be breaking these crates, am I? Wait, refined Ezo. Where? Oh. Yay, I got some Ezo. I am Carlton Tux. I'm supposed to break the crate. Share away, Tony. Share away. Mission. Very different. Don't want to go in there yet. I got crates to break out here. Amina Waabari. Look at that shot. Raymond Tanaka. Helen M. O. That's half of the dog tag. Oh? I don't know, Tony. That would be interesting if somebody wants to look it up and tell me. Mass Effect 2. Alexei Byansk. Why did they show me Ashley? Like, where she hung out on the ship? Robert Balawa. I like that they shine for me so that I'm able to find them. Oh, am I supposed to take care of myself? Commander Shepard could probably do more climbing. Yes, indeed. Well, and so, I said before, the first of these that I played was Andromeda. Marcus Greco. And in Andromeda, I could jump! So, not being able to jump has been frustrating. Thank you for the stretch, and the hydrate, and the posture check. Ration. Go get water. Got a few more dog tags to find. I assume they're going to be dog tags. Silas Crosby. 6 more to go. Cat has decided that you're the warm spot. Well, I'm sorry that you are now stuck there forever. If you'd like us to deliver messages to anybody to let them know that you will never see them again because you are now under cat, let us know what you'd like us to share. That section of hull that I was like, I don't want to go. Ready to go in there now. Where the Ezo was. I'm in circles. If you go delete your browser history, I mean, that should just be standard protocol. Wait. I missed a pun? Oh, undergoing a CAT scan and needs very still. Points. I think the mods can do it. I know I can do it. It's a brand new thing. That is one of the new things that has been added. Stream is not lawless. Oh, so the heart one with the hat on it, that's been around for a little bit. The other two are like the default Twitch emotes, and I just tossed them on there because I wanted there to be more. I do have ideas written down for future emotes for like the actual sub-tier. To arrange that stuff. Talitha Draven. They like that name, Talitha. Alitha. Look at this crash. And Joker made it out just fine. Okay, I kind of had thought the last of the dog tags would... They... No. I have missed some. The objective this way. I don't know what objective it's tracking. I'm gonna stop with that, because that doesn't seem to be helping me. Let me climb! Let me climb! I want to climb! Dog tag. Must be up there. Right. Two more to get. Oh. That's Return to Normandy. I'm looking. There's still people. There's still things. Oh, tag. Abhishek Bhakti. We have not found Caden, and Caden is sadly not shirtless. Instead, we're visiting the last place I saw him. There's shirtless in this weather, probably not advisable. Although, there is that, Mobius. Yes, indeed. There's 4 more dog tags. Clearly haven't been everywhere because I keep discovering things that I hadn't discovered before. And in here, this is where I had the vision of Ashley. Where are the last ones? Where are they? Make them shine like the sun. There's one. I guess any crash you can walk away from? It's ending landing you can watch. Monica Negulesco. My dermal implant. Up. Don't remember installing. Shut up, Miranda. Nobody. Ah. More hull. I mean, was that just to give us a location of where this was in the ship? I think it was pretty self-explanatory. Gordon LaFlamme. There's a light on. Let me interact with this thing that clearly has power. This exploration would be going extremely differently if I could jump. Where was the dog tag? off a dog tag before it keyed off of so where was it? There. Jermaine Barrett. Y'all, I still haven't come up with a superhero name for my game that I'm playing later tonight. Hector Emerson. Oh, that was the last one. I don't absolutely have to have a superhero name, but sure. Suggestions welcome. My character is Garrett Gregory Grant, and he basically has powers similar to the Green Lantern, like can control hard light. Basically, he can create holograms that are useful. And was working with holographic technology when incident occurred that gave him powers. So that's kind of the gist of it. He was an outdoorsy guy, like he was an adventure guide, and was working on a university project where they were building artificial environments to prepare for deep space exploration. And he was a consultant helping advise on the environments that they were building. I lost the shuttle. I don't know why, but that mission, there was no bad guys, but it was still super tense. Definitely not a doctorate, no. This is a guy who, like, basically went to college and then immediately after college or possibly during college, got a job, like, taking people on treks up into the mountains, or skydiving, or scuba diving, and, like, that's the kind of stuff he does. He guides people on mountain treks, and does skydiving and scuba diving stuff. I'd say he thinks that they're pretty awesome. They're still relatively new, maybe, like, he's had them for, like, a year, but when they first manifested, he was doing a tandem jump with a customer, and the chute didn't open, and he was concentrating really hard on willing the chute to open, and a chute of hard light appeared and brought them down to the ground safely. Stereoscopic, noting or pertaining to three-dimensional vision. That one's a good one, actually. 3D, tangible three-dimensional images. Those are both good. They're definitely going to be somewhat under the radar, somewhat fugitive as a superhero team. If anybody has seen Callisto 6, we're playing in that general world only in San Francisco. And we can do that because it's not streamed. Alright, leveled up. A monument has been placed at the last resting place of the SSV Normandy on Alchera, and the families of all missing crew members have been notified of their ultimate sacrifice. Shepard's lost N7 helmet was recovered. earned 3,750 Alliance or credits from the Alliance and 185 Element Zero found. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It'll be fun. All right. Citadel, big DLC. Planet Zedona. I think that's our one remaining side quest that isn't tied to any of the other main questy things, other than Overlord, which you said is a big, heavy DLC. Travel to Zeona, Ismar Frontier, and search for the Hammerhead prototype vehicle and any signs of Doctors Case and Oloy. We could do that. You know what else we could do? Explore the rest of this place that we're in. I go where? Don't know how to get out of here. Sorry about it. Do I have it? No, I don't have any probes.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Well, I was going to refuel. Because there's still systems here we haven't explored. I should do that. Buy fuel. Buy probes. Alright. Bathar, 100%. Amada, 100%. Kairava Mori, 0%. Aaron Larkin, 0%. Batala, 0%. You Batala? I have to do all the exploring. Enter system. Looks like there's 3 planets. Nice blue world. Nearag is a hydrogen-methane gas giant. Moons were once home to Asul, a Batarian warlord who terrorized the Terminus systems. Attempting to unite a pirate army under his banner, he successfully conducted a rapid blitz against 11 habitable planets. Fortunately for the rest of the galaxy, Asul's crimes caught the attention of the Spectres, who deduced his hidden location and assassinated him. Asul's empire, built on a hyper-extended army, soon came crashing down. His lost stockpiles of Element Zero have become something of a legend, and foolish spacers have spent countless amounts of time and money searching the Batala system, convinced they will be the ones to finally strike it rich. Orbital distance 4. Wow! Orbital distance 4.8 AU. Orbital period 11.8 Earth years. Radius 19,976 kilometers. Day length 16.5 Earth hours. Orbital distance is really hard to say quickly, I don't know why. I have this pattern of I need to do the entry one way and then the stats. I like doing them a different way, and I try to do it fast, and then I always trip over orbital distance. Orbital distance. Orbital distance. Orbital distance. Sorry.
Probe launched.
What else you got? What else you got? You still say you got moderate stuffs? That's not a bad spike.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Scan me. Scan me.
Launching
But I'm
probe.
not scanning for life forms, so I can't see data's wrong.
Launching probe.
Okay. That's Nerog. Next up. Next up, we have Tunawanuru, a strange island of peace in the lawless terminus system's Tunawanuru. Tunawanuru. Wow, this is hard to say. Your cat also decided to scan you. Now you have a new sweater. Tunawanuru is a planet of crushing gravity but abundant life. As its ponderous name indicates, it was colonized by the Elcor, who have several booming industries on the planet. Hydroelectric dams and biofuels form tough, woody algae provide much of the planet's energy. Mines export uranium, thorium, and gold, taken to space with generous use of Mass Effect field. Of course, pirates target the Elcor's shipping as soon as it leaves orbit, but the Elcor's deals with mercenary companies keep away all but the most foolhardy of attackers. Population 3,796,400. Colony founded 2035 CE. Capital Durhamatun. Orbital distance 1.1 AU. Orbital period 1.3 Earth years. Radius 11,993 kilometers. Day length 51.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 2.86 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 32 Celsius. Surface gravity 6.7 G. Tunawanuru. Yeah. Argleflorp Waffle House. For the silent P's and the silent X. It's a lot of gravity, yes.
Probe away.
I don't understand how we're able to, like, just show up and, like, harvest resources from populated planets like this, but, you know, I will do it, as the game says I can.
Probe away. Launching probe.
See, this is a very mineral-rich planet, and we're just coming here taking it all for ourselves.
Probe away.
Tunawanuru. This is difficult.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Upset annoyance. Hey, stop that. Hey, stop that.
Launching probe.
Look at the Ezo spike!
Probe launched.
Elcor don't need the Ezo, right?
Probe away. launched. Probe launched.
And their planet is now depleted. Because of us. Biotic Elcor. Can you imagine? That would be awesome! Elcor on a Segway is the Mass Effect universe's version of a tortoise on a skateboard. Oh dear. Logasiri. A step above a carbonaceous asteroid, Logasiri is a planet with a heavy carbon crust and a trace atmosphere of CO2 and helium. Its surface is cool enough to have liquid water, but it is rapidly drying out as it has lost the critical mass to have a self-sustaining hydrologic cycle. Nevertheless, the Batarians have colonized the world, forcing slaves to work in their mines and agri-habitat. The labor is hot, endless, and backbreaking. Even in its low-G environment, every horror story told by slaves elsewhere in the cluster seems to be topped by one from Logasiri. The most famous is that of the slaver Slipara, who worked to death 420 slaves over the course of a galactic standard year and ground up their bodies for compost in his greenhouses. He was eventually poisoned by his wife, but his shadow and his business model still hangs over the miserable planet. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 5,017 kilometers, day length 49.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 56 Celsius, surface gravity 0.5 G. Oh, yeah, the Elcor plushies look nice. I think eventually maybe they will come back in stock. I don't know. At least they have a chance to. None of the Andromeda merchandise will ever come back in stock. They don't even list Andromeda on their store anymore. Hey, there's like literally nothing worth getting off of this planet.
Launching probe.
Although there was a little bit of palladium here.
Probe launched. Probe away.
More palladium.
Probe launched. Probe away.
5 more probes. I doubt this planet is going to give me enough to make it worth using them all.
Probe.
But we'll see.
Launching probe.
Alright. Yeah, I think we're done. Great. We will need more fuel before we can visit any of the other parts of the Omega Nebula. Robbing a Batarian slave world. Well, yeah. I still am not feeling super great about it because I imagine everything we just bought there, those slaves had to mine. And rather than going down there and killing the slavers and freeing the workers, we just bought stuff, or like marked stuff as ours. I'm not certain. Yeah, robbing Batarians. Yeah, that's definitely a plus. Kairava Mori. Heading to Kairava Mori. Memento Mori. Third planet, sorry. Uwan Oche. Uwan Oche. Uwan Prime is a stony planet encased in ice under a methane-heavy sky. Named for the Uwan Consortium, the Batarian manufacturing firm that financed its exploration. Uwan Oche's crust provides much of the boron allotropes used in Omnigel throughout the Terminus systems. The area has naturally become a haven for pirates who attempt to steal the refined gel or its ingredients as soon as the cargo ships leave the atmosphere. Orbital distance 2.7 AU, orbital period 5 Earth years, radius 6,529 kilometers, day length 57.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 126 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 G. Hello, Batarians. I'm stealing from you again.
Probe launched.
Not a huge fan of Batarian.
Probe away.
Nice! I will take it.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
So, I don't know if you all have seen anything interesting on the I know
Launching
the new
probe.
season of Star Trek Discovery just started, and we will not be talking about it here because many people around the world
Probe launched.
do not have any way to watch it at the moment. That said, Netflix,
Probe away.
the Netflix musical Tick Tick Boom just came out,
Probe away.
and if you like musicals, which I suspect some of you do, I think it is very much worth a watch. I've known the soundtrack for a long time, but it's semi-autobiographical musical written by the author of Rent, Jonathan Larson. This movie production of it was directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it is quite good. Vatar. Located within the life zone of a dimming orange sun, Vatar would be habitable, except for its carbon dioxide atmosphere and an icy surface that kills most oxygen-producing bacteria. Nonetheless, mercenary companies and slavers have numerous strongholds on the planet out of reach of any galactic authority. Travel advisory. A statistically significant number of distress signals have originated within the 1 million kilometer mark of Vatar. Civilian travel is not advised. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.9 Earth years, radius 6,352 kilometers, day length 18 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.77 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 35 Celsius, surface gravity 1 G. Yeah, Snorp and Bus, their plan is to release Paramount Plus in those other locales over the course of 2022, and so they made Star Trek Discovery exclusive to Paramount Plus, saying that it will go live as soon as Paramount Plus launches in those countries, which is the worst decision they possibly could have done. It really alienated a lot of their future potential customer base. They should have just let people actually access the content until their platform was actually launching, instead of making it impossible to get legal access to, and saying, oh, you'll have it, you know, in sometime next year when we launch our platform in your country.
Launching probe.
The other thing I watched recently, though, is the second season of Lock and Key, which was not as good as the first, and honestly, I'm not sure I would have continued watching it, except that it has one of my favorite actors in it. Aaron Ashmore is a gem and worth watching, so I've been watching Lock and Key mostly because of Aaron Ashmore. But
probe away.
People like being able to access this stuff when you release it. Yeah. I saw a comment on it that essentially seemed like it was a decision not made by... It was a decision made, like, high up and not by people who actually know how to do product launches of this sort. Like, it seemed like the decision of, no, we're going exclusive to Paramount Plus, period, across the board, was a decision that was made without considering how that would impact across the planet. It also could have been a thing where they talked to Netflix about, you know, we're going to go exclusive to our platform, so we're going to need to pull this content from yours, and Netflix basically said, well, if you're going to do it, you're not staggering that pull, you're just going to have to do it all at once. It could have just been like Netflix just was like, nope, we're not going to host that content for you and have you pulling it country by country. Yeah, that's the thing. There was a big Star Trek convention in London where they were hyping the launch date for it, and then like 3 days later, it was supposed to launch, and a day later, it was no longer going to be available in London. So it was really badly bungled. Hopefully you all get a way to see it. I've seen the first episode. I enjoyed the first episode, but that's all I'm going to say about the first episode. Sator. A rocky planet with a crushing atmosphere, Sator has been scanned from orbit, but largely left unexplored due to its sweltering conditions. Its atmosphere contains nitrogen, but also an unusually high percentage of ethane, which can coalesce in pockets near the surface. The alumina-heavy crust of the planet can reach glowing hot temperatures during the daytime, reaching the ethane's auto-ignition temperature and creating pockets of flame across the landscape. For this reason, extravehicular activities are discouraged on Sator, and no company has been willing to invest in exploration. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.7 Earth years, radius 5,810 kilometers, day length 47.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 47.73 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 470 Celsius, surface gravity 0.8 G. Ooh, it's got like a purple sheen to it! Oh, you don't have access to Prodigy either? That's ridiculous. I have also been enjoying Prodigy. I'm ready for Strange New Worlds, though.
Probe away.
Movies stopped staggering theater releases because they discovered it made more money. Now they're just moving staggered releases to streaming platforms, which, yeah. Well, so we went and saw Black Widow in the theater.
Probe launched.
But then by the time Black Widow in the theater was before the academic semester started, so there were less people in town. And so then when Shang-Chi came out, that was after the fall semester had started, and I looked a couple times and I just wasn't comfortable with the number of seats that were already sold, and the likelihood of me not having to sit next to somebody who was not from my own household. And the theaters here are not doing any sort of social distance or checking to see that you're vaccinated or anything like that. You buy a ticket, you come in, you sit down, and you watch. They claim that masks are required, but a lot of people around here just don't follow that, and there's no enforcement of it. And so I wasn't comfortable watching Shang-Chi in the theater. And so I had to wait until like a week and a half ago or something, when it finally came out on Disney Plus to watch Shang-Chi, which was annoying, but did not encourage me to go to the theater. My assessment of whether I was going to go see it in the theater or not had more to do with whether it was actually safe for me to do so, than with my desire to see the movie.
Probe launched.
Same thing for Eternals. Like, Eternals is out. I'd love to go see it in the theater, and maybe after... Well, if it's still in theaters come winter break, when most of the students have left town, maybe I will feel comfortable going and seeing it. But right now, no. So I'm, at the moment, waiting for that to come to Disney Plus, too. Also, just like the experience of seeing Black Widow in the theater wasn't great. Like, going in, seeing the movie, the seats we picked weren't our favorite seats, but they were seats we picked because it was more likely that we wouldn't be sitting next to somebody. And having to wear the mask through the whole movie, it just wasn't as... The movie itself was great. The experience of going to the theater was not. So I wasn't too keen on it when Shang-Chi came out. Eventually I will want to go back to theaters again, but right now I'm just not that interested. Because the benefits of going there don't outweigh the benefits of waiting for it to come and be available in a different mode. Made sure to go when the screen would be relatively... Yeah. Well, and by the time I was comfortable with the density of viewers for Shang-Chi, they had moved it to the smaller theater, and so I wasn't comfortable with the density. Like, by the time the number of viewers had reduced so that I would have been comfortable going, they had moved it to the smaller theater, and that same number of people was no longer at a density that I was willing to deal with. New Pokemon series. I have not even tried that. And I still need to, I need to watch Cowboy Bebop, the anime, so that I can watch the live action that just started coming out. Social distancing is closer than you usually sit to strangers. I would... Here they like to pack us in like sardines. And... I mean, I never liked sitting next to people in the movie theater anyway, and I would wait to go... And the only movie that I went on opening day and was willing to sit in the completely crowded theater was Black Panther. Otherwise, I'm not... I don't want to sit in a packed theater. I want my husband on one side of me and nobody on the other side. Unless I'm there with friends, then there can be people on both sides of me. But I don't want to sit next to a stranger in the movie theater. Unlurk! Scribbler Gaming has struck from the shadows and landed a critical hit! Welcome back! Great job on your stealthing! Hi, Scribbler! What happened to napping? You took a nap. Okay. Yeah, only in theaters is not a draw. Utah. Punished with UV and gamma radiation from the Class F star it orbits, Utah is no one's first choice for a planet to land on. Covered in seawater, Utah has a hydrosphere and ozone layer similar to Earth's, but that simply isn't enough to ward off the life-killing radiation. Its nitrogen-rich, oxygen-poor atmosphere goes unchanged by the few proteins that have managed to form in the ocean depths. Utah, however, has served as a way station for slaves escaping their Batarian masters. What little land it has is tectonically stable, and its considerable radiation belt and electrical storms grant cover from many common types of sensor. Fleeing ships typically hide on Utah's long enough to discharge their drive cores and stock up on deuterium before trying to make it to the cluster's mass relay. Orbital distance 4.0 AU. Orbital period 6.1 Earth years. Radius 6,050 kilometers. Day length 49.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.2 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature 40 Celsius and surface gravity 0.8 G. This is the last cluster, or the last part of this Omega area. Last place we had not visited.
Launching probe.
Fire the missiles! 3 movies you went to on opening day and had an absolute blast. Avengers, John Carter, and Black Panther. Avengers was your entire art school class, and the theater was reopening after a renovation to 1940s standard. I mean, I've been to other movies opening day. I just generally... Usually it's worth it for me to wait until, like, the second week it's out, so that the theater's not as crowded. Because I was there opening day for the IMAX release of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie, first one. And we had, like, the best seats that you could get in the IMAX theater. I still have the pin from that somewhere.
Probe away.
And it was amazing. Like, it was the first Star Trek in years. I was so excited for it. Looking back at it now, that movie is still really good. It's not the best movie. Didn't give me everything I wanted from Star Trek, but it was the start of new Star Trek. So I was thrilled. We sat in the lobby at the IMAX theater for hours because we got there super early so that we could get the tickets. And they weren't reserved seats, so being there super early meant that we were able to actually get really good seats. I was at the IMAX at the Minnesota Zoo. We're down to 4. I'm probably done probing. I have found 2 carrot islands, Tony. Thank you, though. I'm not sure what ingredients exist. I may have all of the crops. Well, I have 100%ed the Omega Nebula. Carrots, tomatoes, pumpkins, potatoes, wheat, and yep, I have all of them. I also have all the fruit trees, so I'm doing pretty good in that game as far as that goes. Fuel up at the fuel depot. Oh, I might want to know where I want to go before I use the mass relay, huh? Today is a really chill stream. I barely have any shooting to do since I'm doing this. Okay, so if we're gonna do Project Firewalker, Ismar Frontier is where we want to go. Oh no, there's a stretch, a hydrate, and a posture check. Thank you, Portico. I am stretching. Also, we only have like 14 minutes left. Hydration. And posture. Thank you for taking care of me, Portico. Alright. Not going to Phoenix Massing. We want... Oh god, help Zaid is here. I don't want to help Zaid. You just set up a bulk broken care redeem for the low price of 449 channel points? I could... 14 minutes is a lifetime. Just ask the guy who wrote Rent, and by that you mean Puccini, who wrote La Boheme. Yes, Rent is La Boheme, but Rent is also Rent. But Tick Tick Boom is not Rent, and Tick Tick Boom is amazing, and you should definitely watch Tick Tick Boom if you have it available on Netflix in your country. Right. So, Elista is over there. I should explore this. Oh. Let's start at the innermost planet. See what's here at Aquila. Aquila? Aquila. I don't know. Lepini. A hydrogen methane gas giant Lepini and its moons have been cursorily scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.4 Earth years, radius 56,606 kilometers, day length 9.2 Earth hours. Sometimes people want to redeem one of them and not the other. So I could maybe add a self-care item to do all of them at once, but we'll see. I don't know yet.
Launching probe.
Oh, are you gonna watch Tick Tick Boom? Definitely worth watching. Also, if you know Broadway at all, there are a couple of scenes that are just jam-packed, full of cameos. We literally had to stop so I could go back through one scene and like catch, because I didn't catch them all initially, and I was like, nope, I have to go back through and catch who are all of these people, because there were people. And I was in tears by the end of it. It was really good. Vecchio. Vecchio is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin, hot atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium, but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover much of the surface of the planet. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyor ship Coupe discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites are obviously humanoid but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Fragments of primitive ceramic, grave goods Nope, that's a sentence without a comma there. Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations. Orbital distance 1.1 AU, orbital period 1.2 Earth years. Radius 6,443 kilometers. Day length 39.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.79 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature 58 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.82 G. Alright. I will take that iridium. Thank you. Indeedly do. Don't mind if I do. Don't know where that came from, but sure. Indeedly do. Don't mind if I do.
Launching probe.
Hot, hard to breathe, and just low enough gravity to stumble around everywhere. Indeed.
Probe away.
And yet, we are not landing, we're just launching probes. I will say, so...
Probe launched.
Mining in this game, as kind of annoying as it is to me, because, like, it really breaks up the gameplay. Like,
Probe launched.
I've been spending a lot of stream today just shooting probes at planet. Because I'm gonna eventually need the resources, and so since I'm doing system exploration, this is what system exploration is in this game. That said, this more enjoyable in some ways, less tedious, less aggravating, I think is the proper terminology, than
Probe away.
mining in Andromeda. Mining in Andromeda, where you had to get your rover positioned properly before calling in the mining drone, which was essentially the same as this, only it took a lot more time because you were driving a vehicle around and having to position it properly. It was this exact same game, but harder. I mean, it is a bit chill. It's just as gameplay for me, like on stream when I'm chatting with you guys, it doesn't bother me quite so much. If I was playing this just as a game, this would be the most annoying thing, and I probably wouldn't do it very much. But honestly, that's the same with like reading the codex and stuff like that. I skim those when I'm playing by myself. One of the things I actually enjoy about playing these games on stream is that I actually read the codex and I get so much more of the story, but when I'm playing by myself, I'm never good at doing that. For some reason, when I'm streaming though, I can sit here and I will read every codex entry, I will pay it attention, and because I'm sharing it with somebody else. But when it's just me, I will go in and just like click the button that says mark all read and never look at them. It's really bad. Volturno, a so-called super Earth. Volturno is home to organic life, but is nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland, and so most organic life, limited to algae and lichens, resides near the equator. The strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of Vorcha squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live miserable existences in the planet's crushing gravity and die from falls and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. Orbital distance 2.1 AU, orbital period 3 Earth years, radius 11,177 kilometers, day length 26,000. Day length 26.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.83 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature minus 10 Celsius and surface gravity 3.3 G. I almost said that the day length was 26,800 Earth hours. Which was not... that would... wow. The snarky comments do enhance the experience. Aiden, are you there? That does seem like a reasonable plan. Eventually we will find Caden. It's gonna take a long time because I'm guessing I'm not gonna find him until I do main quest.
Probe launched.
We will eventually do main quest again. But not today.
Launching probe.
Honestly, we've done a lot of main questing since we started Mass Effect 2, because we've gone to pick up teammates, and that was all main quest, technically. Today's the first day where I really veered off and was like, nope, we're side questing.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
They do, I am Puddleglum. I enjoy the humor.
Launching probe.
So we got Caden right out of the gate in Mass Effect 1, and now I'm just like, no, I need Caden back. Caden is like the most important part of the game. Or not, I don't know.
Probe.
Reminded of a questline in Star Trek Online where in every mission you can ask Romulan colonists if they've ever... Yes! Yes, that is a good storyline. Eventually he tells you to stop because cringe, but if you persist, you eventually do find out what happened to his sister. But that is only that only happens if you're playing as a Romulan dude. You have to be a Romulan in order to end up with that.
Launching probe.
Alright, that was the last probe I have. So this spacecraft is done probing for the moment. I am going to save because it is oddly time for us to figure out where we're gonna go, because I need to be prepping for my superhero game tonight. So let's pick that first. So, yes, thank you all for all the shenanigans. Thank you everybody who stopped by. The credits are short, but that's fine. I want to say thank you to my coffee subscriber. Was not worth it. Which over trying to point to it doesn't work. Anyway. Also, thank you, Mobius Tempest and Lord Portico, for your resubscriptions. And Just Here for Coffee, thank you for the 100 bits. That was the tiny little train that zoomed through at the beginning, and I really, really appreciate it so much. I love that you guys stopped by. It is wonderful to have people hang out with me while I'm playing these. It really is great for me. Oh dear. Portico, eventually the semester will end, and you'll get a break of some sort. I hope. Here to see my reactions to redacted things. Yeah, I do really, really appreciate it. It is a lot of fun. And so I am live again tomorrow for American McGee's Alice at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and then we will raid on over into Q Times for episode 4 of Star Jam, which is tomorrow, which is exciting, and I'm ready for it. Thank you everybody for coming by. Let me go ahead and set up, who do I want to raid? Not really that many people that I follow that are live at the moment. Oh, we could do. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracting things. I think we're gonna raid Jeff Bertlag if I can. LGBT LGBT streamer, pretty awesome. We should definitely go over there, say hello. And right now, just chatting, it looks like. Very First Pearl Adventure is the title of the stream. So we'll go over there and hang out with them as part of Team Rainbow Arcade. And so, yeah, say hello. It's wonderful to see all of you, and I will look forward to seeing you again in the future. Until then, get out there and do some shenanigans.
Way. I'm never not proud of you. Period. However, this is definitely a moment where I'm also